It still doesn't feel real that Charlie Kirk is no longer with us. The question becomes, what do we do now, moving forward? We've seen this escalation of rhetoric that ultimately we all deep down knew was going to lead to a violent event. And I would argue we got a preview to that back over a year ago now, when Trump was almost executed in the same fashion by individuals who wanted to cut him down. Now, what's a shame is we still don't know all the information we need to in that situation, but I digress. How do we move forward from this? Is there any reconciliation? Is there any healing that can take place? Now, many leftists have come out of the woodworks to say, oh, well, we should unify and come together. And the question really is, why? Why should we unify with these individuals who know deep down their own rhetoric is what contributed to this tragic loss of life? What contributed to a mother, Erica Kirk, now being forced to raise their 2 young children without him, that caused parents to lose a son, that caused many others to lose a friend, and caused even more to lose an individual they looked up to very much. And furthermore, it was depressing to see just how many people openly cheered this event. You know, there's so many people, for one reason or another, who do not like conservatives, okay? But the fact of the matter is, we got to see in real time, honestly, 2 years in a row, just how individuals would react if someone like us was shot, if someone like our friends were shot, if we were assassinated for our views. That kind of rhetoric, that kind of mentality has no place in a polite society, and we have to call it out whenever we see it. That's why we saw so many individuals lose their jobs in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination, because they were so willing and so bold to post all of their terrible, disgusting, vile comments on social media and expect there would be no blowback whatsoever. Now, it is encouraging to see just how many individuals were able to call out these individuals and actually ensure they saw some sort of repercussions for their terrible, disgusting actions. But the fact of the matter is, for every one person who was bold enough to share their thoughts, there were probably 10, 15 more who were just willing to keep their terrible thoughts to themselves. And that honestly should give a lot of us some pause as well. See, the fact of the matter is, you cannot unify with individuals who want you dead, period. And that doesn't mean that you're not a loving person yourself, but it means that you're actually smart. Because if you cozy up next to somebody who has literally told you what they would do to you if they had the chance, then that just becomes you putting yourself in harm's way and making a terrible life decision. We cannot afford to do that. We can pray for individuals who are cheering this loss of life, but we cannot and should not make peace with evil. We simply have to destroy it. So I know we're still processing, and even within the conservative movement, there have been several figures who've come out and they're trying to draw parallels between him and other foreign countries, or asking questions. This was some sort of hit job and questioning the narrative, which of course is everyone's right. And we all do hope that we will get the answers that we want regarding the situation and many other situations, because the fact of the matter is, we are now living in a day and age where you can literally lose your life just for having a difference of opinion. And make no mistake, Charlie Kirk was not a politician. He set up a table and encouraged people to debate him and prove him wrong. They could not prove him wrong, so they did what Democrats are known all too well for doing, which is just taking out individuals who disagree with them. And the craziest thing about it is they're doing it in the name of anti-fascism, as they call it, which is really ironic when you consider that fascists are the first ones who would assassinate someone who disagrees with them. So rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. God bless Erica Kirk and their 2 young children. God bless his entire family, his network, and God bless our movement as we continue to try to root out these bad actors who would cheer on such a tragic event. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully you agree.